Hey YouTube, April was a good month for Project 1 million. But actually, in truth, the better month was in March. That was when we were scooping up shares at great prices. Recently, at his annual meeting, Warren Buffett said, "Don't bet against America." In fact, he said this long time ago as well. This article is from March 9, 2016. I have a slightly more global perspective on investing, even if most of the companies I invest in are in America. But the message is still the same, whether it's 2016 or 2020. Don't bet against great companies. That is my job, and my job is simply to find those high quality companies and invest in them for the long term. Investing doesn't need to be complicated. It can be quite simple. You buy stocks that are leaders or among the top few companies in their respective businesses. You identify a wide moat, that is a sustainable competitive advantage. You focus on shareholder-friendly management and companies with little or no debt, and you look for a track record of consistent revenue and earning growth. I don't really like dividends, so I will ignore that part. Now let's get into the update for May for Project 1 million. So at the end of April, this is how the portfolio stands. I tried a slightly different color coding system this time. The ones in purple are the holdings that make up the core of this Project 1 million portfolio. The first three holdings, Amazon, Google, and Facebook, make up about 46% of the portfolio. And the top 8 positions make up about 73% of the portfolio. I'm still very bullish about most of these positions. In fact, I may even add to Intuitive Surgical, Alibaba, and Mastercard, as I think their weighting is a little lower than what it should be. I'm disappointed with Booking, but I can't blame Booking for a pandemic, which has really hurt its business badly. Nevertheless, I'll still hold on to it, hoping for recovery. Everything above the S&P 500 is, as I mentioned, a core holding for Project 1 million. The fate of Project 1 million will depend a lot on these 8 positions. I have highlighted some other positions in green that I think have potential to become core positions. Let's run through them. One of them is Apple. Another one is S&P Global. Adobe also has potential. Autodesk and PayPal. I think these stocks have potential to claim entry into the top 8 for Project 1 million. But I will be cautious in buying them, and I will look for attractive opportunities. I'm especially excited about Adobe, and I hope to include it in the top 8 very soon if they are attractive buying opportunities. Two other stocks that I'd like to mention that are small cap stocks that I think have very good potential, in fact even explosive potential, but they also come with more risks. One of those is Trilio, and another one is Beyond Meat. So I'm watching these two companies carefully. I'm reading about them. I'm trying to learn more about them. And if I become more confident in these potential multi-baggers, then I will add to my positions. you can take a look at some of the other holdings in the Project 1 million portfolio. Some of these positions are what I would call legacy positions, which I don't plan on adding anymore, and actually I would be happy to remove them for Project 1 million, but I will keep them in the portfolio as reminders that I should focus on better companies. Stocks like Expedia, FedEx. Recently, Under Armour was assigned through a put option, so I'm going to use that as a reminder to be more careful with my put options as well. So together, the portfolio value is about 201,000 plus. Year to date, we have done about 2.19%. So I think this is a decent performance for the portfolio. I mean, at the start of the year, who would have thought we'll go through a global pandemic and what they're calling now the Great Lockdown. But despite all that, the portfolio is still up for the year. So I'm getting a decent return on my money. And I think over time, as the economy recovers, these companies will do better and their value will go up and the portfolio performance will go up more. So let's run through what happened in the account in April. Well, nothing much, I think, really, in terms of buying of stocks. I didn't really buy any stocks, I think. I added in some money here on the 8th of April. This put option was assigned for Upwork. Let's see what else. Yep, I think another put option was also assigned for Upwork. So Upwork was a company that I was very bullish about, but I think I went in a little too heavy on it. So I started selling a lot of put options on it, and I think at least 3 put options have been assigned. So let's see. I mean, it's come back quite a bit in the last few weeks, and I expect it to do well actually in the so-called stay-at-home economy, where companies are more open to using remote freelancers. So, but of course, some companies are going to cut back on their spending as well, so that might hurt it. But the long-term trend still seems to be intact, so I'm holding on to the shares. I don't plan to sell them. Pretty much that's it for April. Didn't do anything. I did a lot of buying in March, towards the end of March, as you will remember from my April update. So equities is about this, and these are the current open put options that I have. I still have 2 more open put options on Upwork. Some of these might get assigned. Wayfair is an interesting stock. I mean, I remember selling. I think, yeah, I sold was put option at a strike price of 30, and now it's I think at 100 plus. So if I just bought the stock, I would have made much more. I could have made a lot of money actually. But I sold the put option. But I think I made a decent amount of money, $1,000 here and 700 plus here. And it's likely I will be able, I think at least based on the current stock price, that these options will expire worthless and I'll be able to keep these 2 premiums. Carnival is one that I think I'm going to lose money on. I think eventually these will get assigned, and I may have to write off at least $1,000 or $2,000 on this stock. And when it gets assigned, I'll probably do a covered call to sell sell those positions as soon as possible, because I don't think it's a stock that I want to hold long term. I made some money on Baozun. Baozun has been a good stock for selling put options. As always, let's take a look at how our portfolio is doing against the rest of the market and against some of the best funds in the world. So the S&P 500 is still down about 12%. VJT and ETF is down about 1.16%. Nasdaq is slightly down 1% plus as well. IGM is up 1.59, and Berkshire Focus Fund is up about 4.32. So overall, I think we are beating most of the ETFs. We are still losing out to the we are beating the IGM ETF as well, but we are losing out to the Berkshire Focus Fund. Let's take a look at how we're doing against Fundsmith. So Fundsmith actually had a position in Clorox, and which has done quite well, I think, in the last few weeks. So they sold out of that. These are their top holdings, many high quality companies within them. And let's take a look at how they are doing so far. So year to date, they are about flat. So not too bad for them as well. I mean, we did go through a global pandemic, but their portfolio is virtually just flat, so it didn't suffer too much. If you would like to be a patron and a supporter of the channel, jump over to our Patreon website and you can subscribe to one of our membership levels. You can also gain personal access through me and also my immediate thoughts and actions in the stock market through Discord at about $5 per month. We look forward to seeing you on the Discord chat. So if you like what you saw in this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not, so for future updates. And if you like the general platform, the etoro platform, and you like the ability to copy good investors, I suggest you join the etoro platform. You can use my link in the description tab, and you can even get an extra $50 to start trading. So thank you for watching. I hope you took away some good points from this video. I hope you stay with us on this journey, this long-term journey, and we'll see you in the next video.